it is said, وَإِذَا كِيلَ لَهُمْ, when it is said to them. We are still going to deal with some characteristic of hypocrites. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, وَإِذَا قِيلَ لَهُمْ, when it is said to them, no matter who says to them, whether he is Allah, the Prophet, or the believer, or no matter who is. وَإِذَا قِيلَ لَهُمْ, when it is said to them, آمِنُوا, believe, كَمَا آمَنَ النَّاسِ, just as the people believe. Who are the people? Anas here is the companions of the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam in the early time of Islam. Look at what would like to reply. What they would like to reply. Anu'minu kama amana sufaha. Should we believe as the foolish people believe? So when you are going to deal with the hypocrites and you are going to invite them to accept Islam, they would reply to your invitation, should we believe as the foolish people believe?
In other words, the believers are foolish.
Yes, so it means that they are belittling, they are insulting the believers. How could you accept the Islam and you believe that it is true? How could you accept something unseen? Because one of the articles of Islam that we should believe in Allah. Allah is something that you cannot see, something that you cannot touch. How could you believe something that is unseen or something beyond physics? Something that you cannot touch, something that you cannot see, something metaphysic. How could you accept this thing? And also, how could you believe that there is something after life? Are you sure that you will have the next life?
Yeah.
We are not sure.
All these questions are from the hypocrite,
yes,
right?
Yes.
And they're the same questions that are being asked now. It's very timely that this would come up. We just talked about, last night, we talked about atheism and the claims and questions that atheists ask to the believers.
Yes.
Okay, so I imagine that we'll get the reply, what we should say to all these questions of the hypocrite.
Yes. So, for them, it is something silly. If you believe in God, if you believe in there is something that we call as the next life or hereafter, it's something silly for them.
Yeah.
So, they say, Anu'minu kama amana sufaha. Should we believe as the foolish people? Foolish people here is the believers.
Yeah, yeah.
Should we have the same faith with those who are believers in something unseen? So they would like to belittle, they would like to insult that the believers believe is something foolish for them. But Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala replied,
okay.
Ala innahum humus sufaha. Indeed, they are foolish people. Why so? وَلَكِنَّهُمْ لَا يَعْلَمُونَ. But they don't know it.
They don't know it.
So they claim that they are smart people.
Yeah.
They claim that they are very intellect or very...
Right.
Yes.
Right.
Very smart people, very intellect. They have deep intellectual, but in fact they are not. Because if we are talking about believing in something seen, I think we already discussed in the last episode about searching for God.
For God, yeah.
And we discussed many arguments from the philosophical point of view, from theological point of view, from ontological point of view, and so fast, and so far, and so on. We as believers, we still prove that there is something called God.
God.
Okay.